I was a college professor for 13 years before I went full-time into this stuff.
Yeah.
And I actually used to teach my classes that the arts should never be used as a tool to save people.
Wow.
I taught it, right?
Wow.
And then now I'm making these movies, right? So like,
really?
yeah. Are you sure about that? You sure about that, kiddo?
Let's just make your life a...
Yeah. No, but one of the coolest thing I've seen that involved somebody else was we were doing a tour of Father of Lights in South Africa. And a woman came up to me after one of the shows and she said, I want to introduce you to my son. And so her son walks up to me. She says, my son, for the last like 10 years, has been a heroin and a meth addict.
Wow.
And he's lost his family, he's lost his children, he's lost everything. On Friday, this is Sunday evening. She said on Friday night, I had him sit down and watch Furious Love. And he got saved, and he was instantly delivered of heroin and meth addiction.
Come on.
So then he comes up to me, and he's just like, gives me this hug, he's crying, he's like, you changed my life.
Amazing.
And that was just like, you gotta be kidding me. You know what I mean? Like, this is just, I thought I'm just making movies, you know?
Amazing. Yeah.
But for me, the most powerful thing has actually been what it's done for me. And because, you know, most of my life, I wanted really nothing to do with God. It wasn't until I started making Finger of God that he started to get a hold of me. And I just love the genius of God because, you know, I was way too stuck in my head. I was a professor, and he used the arts because he knew that's the only way that he could ever reach me. And so for me, it's like I always dread starting a new film, but I also get very excited because I know it's going to be me and Daddy time for the next year and a half, where I get to go deeper into him and have new revelations of him, and he literally uses the things that I create to further my relationship with him far more than it furthers anybody else's relationship. And for me, that's the most fun.
Come on. That's beautiful. Sounds like Jesus, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're going to think you're doing this for everybody else, and maybe. But really,
and you get changed.
Absolutely.
And you get changed, yeah. So now everything I make is for an audience of one. So
That's so awesome.
And then it just everything else works out.